Welcome everyone, this is Zozo Stock Watch, and here's some stocks for you for your watch list for the 30th of May, Tuesday. And you can use this watch list for the rest of the week. Some of these I'm going to call for swing trades, and I'm also going to be doing a stock watch list each day. So keep an eye out for that on YouTube. If you like this channel, please subscribe and also hit the thumbs up. That would greatly help. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it for the stocks that I have on watch. But I just want to show you the SPY. You know, we have strength in the SPY, so we keep making our list and keep looking for swing trades and day trades. First one up is going to be AEZS, and we had 2.8 million, close to 3 million shares in the name, and we had a high on a Friday of $1.21. So let's see if we can break that 125 area and maybe fill this gap right in here on AEZS. Was pounded, got this I guess you could call this bottoming, fry pan bottom, and now it's turning back up, and nice volume on Friday. So we'll see if that has any kind of continuation move in it. AFSI, we had almost 9 million shares traded in this name on Friday, and we had a high of 1452. So I'm looking to see if this can get back above 1425, perhaps intraday, and then see if we can take out the highs on this name. So keep that one on your watch. Possible swing trade, ALGN. This is a big name, you know, price wise. It's at $142. We had a high on Friday of 143. So if we can clear back over maybe that 142.50, you might get a continuation move in this name. 1.2 million shares traded on Friday, but nice pattern here for swing traders. It's above the 5 EMA, which is this dotted green line. You're above all the fast moving averages. You're holding the 20, and it's pretty tight, you know, for $100 and something stock. So if you like trading the bigger names and swing trading them, this one might be one to put on your watch list. AMPH, we had a big pop on Friday, 1.5 million shares traded. You see we came up to the 200 SMA on the name, and that was, let's see, the high on that was 1736, and the 200 SMA is at 1740. So then we pulled back. If this can get back over, you know, that 1750, you know, and clear this 200 SMA, you know, you could get a nice move in this name. If you want to try it a little bit earlier, maybe over 1725, but just make sure, you know, you keep an eye on this 200 SMA here for it to clear. All right. BDSI, we had nice volume in the name, 1 million shares on Friday, and I believe this one had its earnings last week. And we had a high on the name on Friday, 245. We closed 240. So let's see if this one can take out this 250 spot. We have some resistance here at 255, and again at 255. So if you even want to wait for it to clear this 255 area on a BDSI, or like I said, on a break of you know, 250. And you know, it's pretty tight as far as your stop. You could use the bottom of this candle right here, which is 225 on the name. So keep BDS on your watch. BPMX, we had this big run, okay, and now we've pulled back, and we're back on the 5 EMA and been holding it in this area for a couple of days now, trying to get back over that 65-67 cent spot. So if you like to play these under $1 names, this one might be interesting on BPMX. 1.2 million shares traded in the name. So keep an eye out, maybe that point, you know, call it 0.67 spot on this name on BPMX, and then you might get the push up to, you know, 75 cents. Which was a resistance area, which is like a natural resistance area. You know, these round numbers, 0.75, 0.50, 0.25, etc., usually resistance areas. Brew, this is a lower volume name for Friday, but it did have a nice candle on Friday. Was holding around this 200 SMA green candle right here. We have a low on this candle of 1580. So if you want to, maybe try it on the break of the high here of 1710, and then you know where your stop is on this name. If you want to use maybe a break of, $16 on BREW. But nice candle volume here. Would have wanted it to be a little more share volume, but nice candle, and it is coming out of this consolidation now. So if you can get back over 17, you might get a nice continuation move. And like I said, the high on the name is 1710. Another name to watch for pop here is this CERS biotech stock. Almost 3 million shares traded in the name. You see it was like pushing down, and now we have the reversal candle here. I would think if this one can clear back over 250, might get interesting again, and might play up until the 20 SMA here on the name. Just a day trading name only though right now. It is a one of these small biotech names. CEVA, a nice chart here in the semiconductor industry, so possible swing trade here. You see it's nice and tight. It's holding the 13 EMA, this yellow line right here. The high on Friday was $43.15, so maybe over 43, 25 might be enough to get this one going again. And then you can see your stop would be a break of this 13 EMA, which currently is at 42.11. So that could be your natural stop out, a break of 42 on CEVA. And like I said, it's in the semiconductor sector, and that's been a very strong sector. SMH, okay, and you see the SMH is at the highs here. So keep your eye on that one. Let's see, Colgate-Palmolive. This one has a takeover speculation around the name, and you see it's flagging here. We're holding the 5 EMA, and you have a high Friday of 75.63, closed at 75.45. So if we can get back over, let's see what this candle was right here. We'll say it's 75.90 is the high of this candle. If this can get back over 75.80, you might get a nice continuation on CL, plus it pays you a dividend. So keep your eye on this one. Possible swing trade. I don't think you can get hurt too badly in this name, plus it has the takeover speculation around there, and the CEO said he's looking for about $100 a share for a takeout on CL. Now it could just be rumors, all right, no definites here, but keep your eye on this name. It is setting up, and if you like these slower plays, and if you're looking for a swing trade, Colgate-Palmolive, and you get that dividend too. CLNT, nice pop. All right, you see it pops and drops, but it had nice volume, 1.5 million shares. Clean Tech Solutions went as high as 550. So I'll just be watching this intraday to see if this will set up for another test of these highs on the candle around that 550 area. So this one might be a nice day trading stock. CO, you see this big move, big volume. We'll see if this has any kind of red to green pullback play in it, and it's above all the moving averages, so this could get interesting. Has a high of 915, so even if it gets back over 915, it might be interesting to play this too. Just take a quick look at the weekly on this. Yeah, and it's like clearing everything, so nothing in the way there. But obviously I would like a pullback maybe to the 850 spot, 875 on this name. Let's see what the high on this candle was right here. Yeah, 849. So 850, 875 might be interesting on this name if we can get it. CRUS, another semiconductor name. Nice looking chart here, possible swing trade. Volume was a little bit light, but it does have a very nice chart. And we had a high on the name of 66.54, and with the next candle next to it is 66.83. So if I can take out 66.80, you might get a continuation up past this 67 spot on CRUS. If you want to try it a little bit earlier, maybe over 66.55, and then you can use a stop. The low on this candle is 65.09. So any break of 65 would probably be the natural stop on CRUS if you want to try some swing trading in that name. CYTR, very strong on Friday, pushed up, got near the 75-cent area. You know, it is maybe a little bit late to the party, but 22 million shares in CYTR. Obviously would like a pullback maybe to about 65 cents if possible. If it does clear the 75-cent spot, you might get a continuation back up to $1. So if you like to play these under $1 names, keep your eye on that one. EGHT had earnings, I think it was Thursday or Friday, probably Friday because of the action here. Got up as high as $15, 4 million shares traded in the name. So we'll see how this sets up intraday. Might get a nice move in this if we can catch it right on an intraday move. And just to point out, you notice it came down to the 400 EMA here, purple dotted line, held it, and you know, was around the 400 EMA. Finally, it broke up above after the earnings and gapped up. So could be an interesting play on EGHT, and it's in the telecom services. So keep your eye on that one. GRUB. This one had almost 3 million shares traded on Friday, and nice candle here. We have a high on that candle of 43.95, so 43, 44, we'll call it 44 break on this name. Just let's check where the 20 SMA, 44.13. So if we can get back over, you know, 44.05, just watch, and hopefully it can clear that 44.13, the 20 SMA here. For possible continuation. But nice candle, nice volume. It's been holding up since the earnings, so you might want to keep an eye on this GRUB. HTGM has been grinding down, and now we're at the 100 SMA. Let me open this up for you. And so we're down here at this 100 SMA, and you know, not much volume, not my favorite chart, but this can move intraday. So you know, seems like it might be a reversal candle. If it can get back above $4, natural resistance spot, you might get some play in HTGM. INFN had nice volume, almost 4 million shares on Friday. We're up here at the 300 SMA. It had problems here before, and now we're right back at it again. But maybe if it can clear this $10.50 mark. We had a high Friday, 1038. The 300 SMA is 1041. So I would let it clear the 1050 spot, maybe 1055. This might take, you know, a few days to do. I don't expect this to happen or all these to happen on Monday, but these are some stocks you can watch. And like I said, I'm going to put, you know, stock watch list out each day. But for Monday and maybe for the rest of the week, you might want to keep an INFN on a watch. Nice volume. Next one up is Mankind. I played this one on Friday, got a nice pop in it. So it's been getting some volume. It's starting to turn back up. It's above the fast moving averages. It's above the 50 SMA, this blue line right here, and it has a high of 168. We closed 152. So if it can get back over maybe 160, or you can wait for the highs to be taken out on the name. And had close to 7 million shares traded on Friday. MU, it's in the semiconductor space, strong stock, pulled back here, never broke the 50 SMA, held it here, you know, up here it held it. Now we're up at this $30 spot. We have a high on this candle of 29.87. So if we can clear that 29.87, might get that break of $30. Let's check the weekly, you know, so yeah, pretty much not much in the way on the name on the weekly on MU. All right, another one I'm looking at is NIHD for you smaller cap traders, telecom services. Big pop on Friday, under $1 name. Probably, you know, a day trade only, but you can keep an eye on this. Almost 22 million shares traded on Friday, so there might be some action in this name. So keep your eye on NIHD Friday to see if that, for Monday to see if that sets up. NTNX, this had earnings, it gapped up. Now it looks like we're trying to, you know, get back over this 20 spot and hold. We had a high on Friday, $20.90, closed at $19.59. Almost 21 million shares traded on Friday. So keep your eye on this name for a possible, retake of $20, and see if we can get a possible, continuation move, maybe up at least to the 100 SMA, which is that's currently at $22.93. So we'll call it $23 on NTNX. And now that the earnings are out of the way, this one could turn and get going. PSDV Biotech, small name, messing around with this 200 SMA. If it can clear 225 on the name on PSDV, almost 1 million shares traded. You see it pop back here. It's been in a grind up. It pulled back to about the 13 EMA, but now we need to clear this 200 SMA. We have a high on this candle of $2.30. So if you want to wait for that to clear, or you could try it on a break of 225 on PSDV. SENS, nice volume on Friday, 1.3 million shares. This 175 got in the way. So if it can clear that 175, 180 on SENS, we might get a continuation move. You see we're closed around the 50 SMA on the name. So diagnostic research, so it's in healthcare sector. So this one, after it was in this, declining wedge, consolidation, we had a hammer here, and now we're starting to turn back up. So keep that one on watch. SINO, probably the only shipper I really like. Dries was crushed this week. GLBS did pop, but it gave a lot of it back. Popped here on this day. What was that, on Wednesday for GLBS? It is turning up, GLBS, if you want to keep this one on watch too. It had close to 2 million shares. We had a high on Friday of 145. So maybe 150 is enough to get GLBS going. But back to Sino. This one had a nice volume candle, 5 million shares almost. Has a high near that 350, 354 spot. So if it can clear the 350 again, but it did close at 292. So, that's the only thing that's holding me back. But I'll keep an eye on this one. Like I said, GLBS, SINO, Dries not so much. Tops is another name in the space, but that's not looking too good. I think Nat was crushed. Yeah, Nat was crushed this week. So we'll see. I'm not too cavalier on these shipping names, but Sino and GLBS maybe, for intraday plays. SPWH, nice continuation moves here. Pop. Now it's flagging. It's basing under this $6 area. We have a high on this candle of 595. We're holding the 5 EMA. Decent volume on Friday. So if we can take out, that 595 spot, or maybe even wait for the 6 break on SPWH, you might get a continuation move on this one. TTD, this one had earnings. You see the gap up, and the earnings came out on what was that, Friday the 12th of May. So that's about a week ago or so. And we're holding above the 5 EMA, holding above the fast moving averages. And so we'll see if this one wants to maybe make a continuation move up through 53, and then maybe through this 54. So possible swing trade in TTD. VCEL, you see this $3 natural resistance spot here. It's had a high of $3 even, and we had volume a little bit light around that 600,000. But if it can break out over 3, you might get a nice intraday continuation move in VCEL. It is above all the moving averages, but you do see it has like topping tails once it gets moving. But interesting if it can get over $3 on VCEL. Wix, possible swing trade here, trying to get out of this consolidation. You see the natural wedge forming here. It's been holding the 50 SMA. Might be, a good spot if you can get in on a swing trade here, and then you have the 50 SMA. If it breaks that, that could be your stop, or you can wait for it to take out this, trend line here, and take out 77.50, and then maybe you might get a continuation move, and you would use probably 75 for your stop on Wix. And GoDaddy, I guess they're kind of in the same thing. They create web pages and whatnot. You see that's making new highs on GoDaddy. So Wix might follow GoDaddy and pop out of this range right here. So keep your eye on Wix. XLNX, semiconductor name, and we are basing under that 66 spot. So if it can take out 66, this could get interesting. It's holding the 13 EMA. If it did break maybe the 13 EMA, if you got in this, that could be your stop. 3 million shares traded Friday. So I like the name, I like the space. So possible swing trade in XLNX. Keep that one on watch. XOMA, very low volume in the name, but you see it's trying to maybe get over this $7 round number here on XOMA. If it can get over the 200, which is at 692, so we'll say 695, possible 7 break, but we'd have to see more volume. It tried to do it back here with the volume, failed, but now they seem to have come back in and they bought it again. They're turning it back up. So we'll see if this XOMA can maybe get another continuation through 7. Probably just an intraday play, so we'll see. Last one on my list is ZSAN, and this one had a nice pop. I traded this one on Friday. I got the nice pop, and it came up right up to the 50 SMA, the blue line. And that line is at 156 on the 50 SMA. So if we can clear that again, you might get a continuation move in ZSAN. A lot of social media is watching this name. 3.3 million shares on Friday. It's been basing and now it's starting to turn up. So this could be an early candle, and then hopefully the next one, will get that continuation move on ZSCN. All right, guys. So this has been your watch list, and this is going to be for Tuesday, May 30th. Like I said, I'll be doing a watch list each and every day next week. So if you don't like these, just wait a day and there'll be some more coming. Hopefully one of these, 2 of these, 5 of these, 10 of these will work out for us. But this is good idea generation, I think. These are some of the nicest charts that I could find that give us entry either for swing trade or for day trading, and hope they work out for you. If you do like these videos, if you find them helpful, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're so inclined, you can actually retweet it or throw them out on StockTwits for me, trying to build up my YouTube channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day, and thank you to all that have served. Once again, this has been Zozo Stockwatch. You can find me at Zozo Stockwatch on Twitter or on StockTwits. Thanks again, and have a great day.